Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, while I was kind of playing around with the audio last time, I've noticed something. If I change the config to arranged and back again, it completely screws up all of the settings that I made in the system settings for the audio for this game, and it gets super loud. So maybe that's why things were too loud. So hopefully everything should be fine now. Anyway, last time we learned a whole bunch of stuff about Sphere Grid, got some abilities finally, and now we are prepared to take on Ochu. Now, first things first, the scout weapon that we got before, it's got Ice Strike on it, so it'll be useful to give to Waka there for killing the Flying Fiends since they're weak to ice. It'll allow him to overkill them. For the boss, I want just the Power Ball. Let's see, if you manage to pick up the blue shield there, then you'll want to put that on for the upcoming fight. Everything else is pretty much status quo. Alright, let's go take this guy on. Before doing that, you want to make sure that you have Lulu's Overdrive, and I think that's pretty much the only one we really need for this fight. So anyway, let's fight this guy. Now, you don't have to do this now, but there are some pretty good advantages to doing it now as opposed to doing it later. Let's see here. First things first, I probably shouldn't have had Lulu in this fight, but okay. That works. That works. That's fine. Okay. We're going to cheer to increase our strength. This guy's somewhat resistant to physical attacks. Not super. He's weak to fire, but you can inflict the all-powerful silence on him, and now he is very much a lot weaker than he was before. The other option is to bring in Yuna and cast, let's see, a Null Tide, since he'll cast water, I think, like every 3 turns or something like that. He casts it relatively often. It's actually pretty powerful when he uses it. So there's the other option if you're interested in that. I'm just going to guard here for a moment. Now, he has a 50% chance of inflicting poison with his poison ability there, his Poison Claw. I think that's regardless if you have protection against it, and there is protection in this game. I'll get into that when it becomes more appropriate, when we actually, can do it. But in the meantime, we will have these two in here to whack away at this guy. And I do want to bring in... Nice. I do want to bring in Lulu as well, because Lulu can do more damage than most of the other ones. And I don't have Sensor with this party, which is rather unfortunate. But that's alright. I don't really need to pay too much attention. Let's bring in Kimahri here. Let's see. Until he's down, I think, to like 2,500 HP or something like that. Well, Kimahri's doing more damage than Walk is, so we'll do some more cheering, sure. Now, as you notice, his silence is worn off him now, so I need to bring in Waka to reestablish. You're not guaranteed to hit that, by the way, so kind of be aware of that. You may need, if this misses, then I would have had to bring in Yuna to make sure things went better. Okay, there is one other aspect to this fight. If it was a difficult fight, I would have cast haste on Lulu. In fact, I probably will anyway, even though it's a little late in the fight, just so that she can go faster later on, because that will be important. Okay, now he's fallen asleep. He heals himself and puts himself in regen when he goes to sleep. Now, when he wakes up, he will cast Earthquake. There's 2 ways of dealing with this. One, you could attack him with the characters you have, and I think Earthquake is gravity-based, so it won't kill anybody. Or you could just summon Valfor. And Valfor is flying, so Earthquake, as you might guess, not going to do so well against him. And all of your Aeons will automatically have the Sensor ability, so you'll always be able to see the amount of HP that the enemies you're fighting has. So let's throw fire at him. There we go. Oh, right, I'm supposed to actually physically attack him. Yeah, because now he just recovered a lot more. Oops. I don't want to just throw my overdrive away right now, though. I think he stays in sleep for like 3 turns or something like that. Yeah, but that misses, so I'm not worried about that. Now I can cast fire. Getting things a little bit out of turn there. Now, your Aeons at the start don't... Yeah, he's got water. your Aeons at the start won't have a whole lot of MP, so you won't be able to use them to cast a lot of spells in a fight. Your Aeons are also immune to all status effects save for Curse, and Curse just prevents you from using your Overdrive, so no big deal there. Alright, no. That's, you can dismiss your Aeons, by the way. So if you don't want to battle with them anymore, you just select the dismiss ability there. And you dismiss them, and you get your party back. So that can be useful if you're trying to maneuver things around like I am. So let's bring Waka in for a second, so no matter who he hits, he will hopefully build up an overdrive. Go. I need to hit you a little bit more. So one more hit with Titus here. And then we're going to bring in Lulu, and we're going to have Lulu overkill this guy. So I'm going to go Fury, Fire Fury. Now, the way this works is you rotate the right analog stick, and you just cast the spell multiple times. Now, when calculating for overkill, it adds all of those up instead of taking whatever the last one that hit him is. So since you did all that much damage on one turn, that's what you get. And for overkilling him, you get an two MP spheres. Rarely you can get HP spheres.
Summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
I always found that amusing for some reason. Anyway, if you go back after defeating Ochu and talk to this guy...
Waka's counting on you.
Of course he is. You get an elixir.
Hey!
You...
After the tournament, you should join the Crusaders.
How about not? If you could throw 100 Crusaders at that guy and still lose, and I did it with 5 people, why would I join you? You should join me. You should want to. I shouldn't let you, but anyway. Now that we've got that all set up, we can put the Scout on for Waka. And what did we get? We got a Bangle, was it? No. We got... Lucid Armlet. So yeah, we got some kind of armor. Confused Ward, sure, why not? What the wards do, if I haven't mentioned it, is they reduce the chance of a status effect being... I gotta go here first. Being inflicted by 50%. Okay, kill you.
Oh yeah!
And we'll bring in Kamari to guard. Bring in Waka to guard, and then we'll cast a spell. Yay! There we go. I can find my characters. Water. But yeah, now that we've upped the stats a little bit, we'll be able to have a much higher chance of overkilling some of the enemies that we come in contact with. I didn't up the stats earlier just because it... There's the Null Blaze Shield. I know there are 4 antidotes around here. I don't think I got those last time. So I'm guessing... it's around here?
Take it easy, huh?
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, I figured out where the antidotes were supposed to be, and I have a feeling I missed them. I was supposed to get them from Luzu, but I don't think he's going to give them to me anymore.
Do your best, kid. Do your best, kid.
No, he's not. He gives you 4...
Out of my way!
Sure thing. He gives you 4 antidotes normally, which losing out on those is not a big deal. But it's there. You should have talked to him before defeating Ochu.
Newbie here.
Sorry.
I love a lot of the dialogue between the characters early in the game. It seems to disappear as time goes on, but early on it's a lot of fun. Just because the characters are kind of bouncing off of each other and they're reacting to each other in a somewhat natural way, and I find that rather amusing. Okay. So now that we figured that out, now we can move on. Oh well, I missed showing it off, but I told you how to get it, so. All I had to do was, at the start of the episode, check that instead of checking it afterward. Probably should have checked it first. Okay. Now let's move on.
Oh, Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know.
So does everything, apparently.
Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
What did he train for? They aren't telling me. What? You guys have really creepy
race,
laughs. Oh, you guys want a race.
Think you can beat me?
If I did this race, I would get about, I don't know, 2 flights up, and I'd trip over the stairs and fall flat on my face.
Ready?
Cheater!
Hey! Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
Kids.
I think I said that earlier on in the LP, just because I always like that line. And Kamari doesn't speak. I'm going to save here, and there's something I want to check out with the upcoming section. So I will go check that out, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm all set and ready to go. I just went out actually real quick and filled up Titus Overdrive. I just had to fight one battle just to get that set up again. As far as the scout goes, we'll put the power ball back on. You still want that. You're good there. You're good. And you're good. All right, you could use a few of the points if someone has strength upcoming. Well, you have strength upcoming. Actually, no, you don't. You're going to go get extractability first. That's fine, even though I'm not going to use it right away. You also... Stop that. You have strength coming up. The more strength you have, especially for a boss fight, the better. Let's go. Even though it's only 1 point. You're not going to get... Is it focus? It's focus. We'll get focus. Sure, why not? As you can see, I'm already starting to run out of ability spheres. And you're not going to get anything. And I don't need you to get anything. So we'll just leave that alone. Once you've done that, formation, we want those 3 to start the fight. And let's go up here. Oh, by the way, there's a boss fight coming up.
Everyone, quick! Sinspawn!
So yeah, the Ochu's an optional boss fight. This is not an optional boss fight. And he's got tentacles. Yay, tentacles. Okay, so there is a specific strategy for this one. The shell is strong against physical, vulnerable to magic, but the tentacles will absorb the magic cast against the boss. So you gotta kill these guys first, and as you can see, they have different, actually no, they have the same elemental affiliations. There are 2 real ways of going about this fight. One is to summon Valfor with an overdrive right away, and if you target the boss, it'll hit the tentacles too. But I want to use Valfor to overkill the boss. And so what I'm going to do is Titus's overdrive and Kamari's overdrive, I'm going to use those to overkill the other 2 things. And Walk is here just to get credit for the cheer more than anything else. And we're going to use his silence attack ability on the boss, which will prevent him
My
from...
ball can't hurt it either. How about magic?
Yeah, magic could, but it'll be absorbed and you won't get any hits in with it. So you want to silence it so it can't cast water against you. Again, if you don't have that, you could use Null Tide, but that's entirely up to you. There's not really much I can do with you for the moment. I need to do a couple more cheers before I can do anything. I should have cast Haste. That would have been smart. Haste first, then cheer. Guard again, just to reduce the damage we're going to take. And there you go. I know I've mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. It's the triangle button there. Now, every 2 or 3 turns, he'll do that when he's in that form. So just kind of be aware of that. Let's see, where's the white magic? Cast Haste. Get 1 more cheer in, and then we'll go for the kill there. Should give me enough damage to overkill both of the back ones. I can't remember what their overkill amount is, but the main boss you need, what is it, 900 I think to overkill him? Alright, so it doesn't matter which overdrive it is. I would choose this one simply because it's single targeting and higher base damage. If I can hit the thing. There we go. I know about 800 damage is enough, and we'll make use of Seed Cannon here, finish off this guy. There we go, got a couple of overkills. We're going to get Silence Attack back on this guy. pull out Titus, bring in Lulu, weak to fire. The focus ability that we got for Lulu is something you could have used. I could have brought her in instead of Waka and just focused on using focus. And what focus will do, very creepy tentacle guy, is it'll increase your magic attack and your magic defense stats. He can inflict poison, as you can see there. It's not something we really need to worry about. If I got more of those antidotes, this probably would have been helpful, but we'll just use one of them. Sure, why not? Alright, and so now we can attack this guy with pretty much our full damage, so that's good. And we'll cast fire. Now, if you have Lulu's overdrive for here, you could use her overdrive to kill this boss as well. But I'm going to use Valfor to do that. Basically, that's how I'm gonna overkill a lot of bosses is with my Aeons. So Titus did stuff, Yuna's gonna do stuff, summon Valfor. I made sure ahead of time that he had his overdrive. If not, you could probably build it up in this fight if you really wanted to. We should do more than enough damage to overkill him with Valfor here. Energy Blast. Energy Blast is pretty much universally the one that you'll want to use. We'll see Energy Ray if I haven't shown it off, and I think it did, but there you go. More than enough damage. This boss, I think between the boss and the tentacles can actually drop something, some elemental strike weapons, so if you're lucky you'll get those. I'm not going to farm them, but you could if you wanted to. It's not like it's a particularly long boss fight.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, what are these Sinspawn anyway?
That was a good
Fiends.
question.
They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
Oh.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
Okay, did we get an elemental strike weapon? We got junk. Oh, we got more ability spheres. You get additional ones for overkilling the side dudes there. And we'll just throw some cure spells out here. The harpoon is for you, and it has nothing on it. Yeah, it's pretty much useless. Okay, I don't think there's anything else around here, nor do I think you can ever really get anything around here. So let's just head on up there. I do. One of the things I like about this game that we've noticed so far is that we get a lot of items for talking to people.
So,
Kind of missed
you
out
got
on some of that
fiends
in
in
some other
Xanarkand
games.
too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time.
Sounds
And
ridiculous.
then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Also sounds ridiculous.
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chapu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chapu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
Wow. Strong words.
I could never be what Chapu was.
I've had people
Well,
completely
happens.
rage
Best
at
not
that
to worry.
scene,
Waka,
and I don't
Lulu,
get it.
and Waka's brother, Chapu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
So, I've heard people call Lulu a bitch for what she's done there. I don't think so. Now, knowing what I know about the plot, there are reasons why she's saying what she's saying, both personal reasons and basically what I think she was trying to do. And she's trying to toughen people up so they stop living in the past, which in this world is very, very important. People who live in the past in this world and get lost in, you know, the despair of a lost loved one because Sin's always killing everyone isn't any way to continue living. And I think she did a relatively good job. And the thing is, yes, she's flawed in the fact that she got angry and she lashed out at everyone. That's fine. Characters that lash out are more realistic than cardboard cutouts that, you know, are the typical frickin' hero that we see in every other game. I like flawed characters. They create a better story. Anyway, that's my little rant because people have bitched about that in the past. Yeah. Did you give me any items? Didn't pray hard enough, huh? Okay, shut up. No, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. How about you? Oh, so he was a high summoner, was he? All the flames around the temple. Okay. I think someone around here gives you some items. I just don't remember. Okay, fine. It's kind of odd that they just go silent here. Famous people come here. Okay. Sure, if you say so. Okay. Okay, I guess that's all the people around here. We'll start the next cutscene, sure. Oh, these guys.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca Goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals.
Doesn't matter how many times I watch that scene now, I'm always going to think
We'll
back
beat
to
them.
Spoonie's
We have
reaction to that back in the
You
day.
know that team?
It just makes me
Putting
laugh.
people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jecht. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
See, I like that. They put the thought in your mind that he hates him because he feels abandoned. And they mentioned earlier that he didn't want to feel alone anymore when he was in the watery area at the start of the game there where Riku rescued him. So yeah, I like kind of the development of the character and the possibility that just because he says he hates his father doesn't mean that's necessarily true. Anyway, that's pretty much all for that. For this one, I am going to head down, hit the save point, and then I will meet you back up here at the start of the next one. So yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.